What's up, everybody? So I have an evening by myself and I felt like this is the time for me to tell the story in detail of when I got my vertical labret, because I get so many questions about how it felt. Did it hurt? Did I have any issues with it afterwards? And I have addressed this previously, but I have never dedicated a video to it. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off by telling you the story of when I got it, and yeah, then I'm gonna answer some questions. So first off, I got it when I think I was 17, because I remember my mom going with me, so I can't have been 80. No. But it was during the summer, I remember, and I kind of did it on impulse. I was just, one day, I just called my mom. I was on summer holiday, I believe, and I was like, Mom, I'm gonna go get pierced. And she was like, oh my god, Olivia, again? Because at this point, you know, there was no stopping me, I guess. So she went with me. My sister was also with me. I hadn't eaten that day, because, and I'm saying this because this is an important point, because it was a big mistake. So I hadn't eaten anything, and then I went and got my piercing at, I don't know, noon or something like that, and everything was fine. I went to my normal piercing studio, which is the studio I have gotten all my piercings, all my tattoos at. So yeah, I sat down, everything was fine. I wasn't nervous, I was just ready to get this done, and everything was fine up until the point where they had stuck the needle through my lip, because I don't have massive lips, but I have quite a lot of thickness to my bottom lip, so it took the needle a while to get through my lip. Like, I could literally feel the needle going through the different layers of my lip, and it freaked me out so bad. I started to get really dizzy, and I could just feel the blood leaving my head. And I was sitting there, and the piercer was trying to tell me, you know, how to keep it clean, and just talking to me. And remember, we hadn't even put the jewelry in yet, but just the needle had gone through, and I was just like fucking gripping on to consciousness, I guess. And then we just quickly put the jewelry in, because it isn't like anything complex. It's not like with my septum, and you had to like squeeze it shut, then get the ball in, and you know, like stuff. Here just banana barbell, what the fuck is it called, and you know, the screw ball on. So that went quick, and after that I was damn near passed out. And the piercer kind of realized, so she was like, oh my, are you okay? And I was like, oh, I don't know. So she and my mom took me outside and sat me down on a park bench. Yes, that's what it's called. And I just sat outside, like being, I don't know how long I sat there, because I had to wait for the blood to get back in my head. Probably would have been good if I had something to eat beforehand. It's basically what I'm trying to say, because I have never had an experience like that before, never after, and going on an empty stomach doing one of the worst piercings ever is probably not the best idea. So that said, I came out being okay. Piercing wasn't crooked or anything, so me being a bit woohoo didn't affect it in any way. Yeah, I think I was swollen for about a day or two, nothing major. I found it a bit uncomfortable for the first few days, maybe. Only when like I put lip balm on. It was kind of tricky to put lip balm on, I thought, in the beginning, but after that I don't feel it now. I don't think of it. It's just there. No issues. I've also had a lot of people ask me if my partners feel it when we're kissing, and I honestly don't know. I have asked people like, can you feel my piercing? And I don't think anyone has said yes, but like if they focus on it, yes, they can probably like, yes, that, you know, feel the piercing. But it's not like you're gonna kiss someone and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? It's not that strange. So no complaints on that front. Also, I've had no infections, no issues, no bleeding even, since I got it done. Neither have I like bitten it or ruined my teeth on it, which is why I was kind of not even gonna go the route of a normal labret, because they can really ruin your teeth, and I didn't want to risk that. So yeah, no harm to my teeth, no harm to anything. My lip is fine. It has a hole in it, but you know, that's gonna happen. Now finally to the pain. I gonna be honest with you, I have a lot of piercings. I have this one, I have my septum, I have my whole ears, and I used to have my eyebrow, and I have my belly button done, and then I have my tattoos, and I have one on the back of my arm. My vertical labret is by far the most painful thing I have done. It sucks, but it's quick. Okay, it's really quick, and after that I have, as I said, I had no issues. I would say my belly button piercing was more painful overall, just because it was so fucking painful for me after I had taken it. Like I couldn't walk straight. It felt like I didn't have enough skin on my stomach to like keep the piercing in. So that was really fucking uncomfortable. But just the initial pain of taking my vertical labret was horrible. I remember when I went and got tattooed at this place, I don't know, it's a few months ago, and we were I was laying there getting tattooed on the back of my arm, and we were joking around about the most painful thing we had done. And like my tattooer, she had a tattoo on the inside of an arm where she was like, yeah, it was painful, and I did my nipples twice, but nothing was worse than doing my vertical labret. And I pretty much agreed with her, because, you know, it sucked. But one thing I truly believe in, and I'm gonna say this once, I'm gonna say it every time someone asks, I believe in getting the thing you want done to your body on the place you want it done, without considering the pain, really. Like when I got my tattoo, this was my first, and I was so fucking scared that, you know, getting a tattoo on my collarbone as my first one was gonna be unbearable, because it's quite bony and probably not the least painful part on your body. And I had this long debate with myself if I was gonna let my fear decide where I put this permanent tattoo, or if I was gonna put it where I wanted it. And I decided to put it where I wanted it, because it's permanent. Even if it's really painful, it's a very short amount of time spent in pain for the amount you're gonna spend with your body modification. I've never regretted getting my vertical labret. I really wanted a vertical labret, and I'm glad my fear of pain did not stop me from getting what I really wanted. And I guess that's my message here. No matter how painful it is, if there's one body modification that I feel like I really, really want, I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna consider pain as a factor in where I put it on my body. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you have gotten your questions answered. As for cost, I know someone's gonna ask me what I paid for it. It's gonna be different. As I've said a million times, I'm from Sweden. I think I paid 600 Swedish kronor for my vertical labret. It's gonna depend on what studio you go to. It's gonna depend on what country you're in. So hopefully you have, I don't know, learned something, heard an interesting story, I don't know. But that's the story of when I got my vertical labret, and hopefully you have maybe learned something. I don't know if you're considering getting something done to yourself, you know, just go with what you really want, I'd say. And that's all for now. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful evening, day, whatever you have. Bye.